Welcome to my channel, Maze's Life, where I'm terrible at managing money but trying to get better. I'm also terrible at time management. I should have left for the airport about 5 minutes ago. So we're just going to quickly go over my November 2025 monthly debt confessions. And this is the first time where I'm finally all caught up for the entire month. So, and with this entire channel. So we're gonna go ahead and get started. If you haven't watched my previous videos, that'd be very helpful because I'm kind of just gonna fly by this video, hopefully. And you can see all the videos from all of my monthly debt confessions from September 2023 until November 2025. I have a playlist created. You can just watch those through. But all right, so here I have my credit cards in order, listed originally, the original balance when they were listed from smallest debt to largest debt. And then my loans in this section originally listed from smallest debt to largest debt. As you can see, some things have changed, and that is because of varying interest rates and varying, payment plans. But we're gonna go with my Chase Freedom card. So this card I have paid off. The balance is now $0, so it went down the whole balance of $894.29. I'm gonna try and keep this at a $0 balance. It's my oldest credit card, so I'm going to use it every so often to keep it active, but I am gonna try not to use it because of how high the interest rate is. All right, and then I did skip filling in a few of these just because of time. Like I said, I'm running so late. But my California Coast Credit Union, that balance went down $107.50. I don't know why I put so much money on that card this month, but I did at the beginning of this month, and I have had exams and homework. That's why I'm running so late. I was doing exams and studying all this past week. All right, then I have my Citi Diamond card and my Bank of America Platinum card. Those cards are not closed. I used to have 3 other cards on this balance sheet. I have since removed those cards because they're closed. These 2 are not closed. They're gonna stay on here until I close them. But that won't be until I am mostly debt-free. All right, then I have my USAA rate card. That card now has a $0 balance. It went down the full $3,102.03. And if you can already start to, look down, you can see why. That's only if you've been following along, you know what I mean. My Wells Fargo card, that is the next card up to have its balance transfer promotion ending soon. So I went ahead and paid $1,000 off of that card. All right, then I have my Citi Double Cash card. That went down $41. It's also on balance transfer promotion, so there's no interest. Same with my Discover card and with my Bank of America Unlimited card. But with my Bank of America Unlimited card, there is a promotion that if I spend $1,000, I will get $200 back. And any and every purchase that I make in an 18-month period from buying this card, I just added, I should have subtracted, will be 0% interest. So the balance did go up. That is because I'm using this card to get the $200, what is it, like a bonus, which I've already gotten. And also I'm just using this card because there's 0% interest also on the purchases. Normally it's just on the balance transfer, but it's also 0% interest on the purchases. All right, then my new card, and the reason why these 2 debts were able to decrease significantly, especially now that I no longer have my second job, and no, I did not get another windfall of money with my scholarship like I did last year. I got a new card that has a 0% interest balance transfer promotion. And I am hoping that this will be the last time I ever have to move money again, ever. now all of the cards with balances on them have either 0 interest or very, very low interest. So as long as I don't fall into old habits, I shouldn't ever have to move any money around. Granted, if I can get this paid off in time. I'm forgetting when this needs to be paid off by. I don't have it near me readily available, so. Then we have my credit cards. So as you can see, month to month, it did not go down nearly as much as it's gone, or it went last month, but it did go down some, $103.43, which is still progress, especially since if you watch my older videos, oftentimes my credit card balance will go up, but it hasn't in a long while. So that is what I mean by I'm terrible at money, but I'm getting better. All right, so my Vivint loan went down the balance, $37.16. There's 0% interest on this card. Then my student loan, which I have 5 student loans, all of varying interest rates, but I believe they're all less than 5% interest rates. That card went down, not card, that, collection of loans went down $86.87 once interest, was all subtracted and whatnot. Then my auto loan, which I believe this loan ends in 2027, and I'm not yet sure if I'm going to pay it off early, simply because it's got such a low interest rate of 3.94%, but there's something for future me to worry about, because this balance went down $265.47. Then my personal loan, as you can see, I am so close to paying this off. A part of me wants to pay it off early, but now that I pay so little in interest, I'm like, no, let me work on my credit cards instead. But I just hate this loan. So I can't wait to have it gone and out of my life. All right, then month to month, my total balance of loans has gone down $916.18. I missed a 1. There we go. All right, so there we have it. You can see my total debt. Oop, can you? Move up my computer. Oop, All right, we're gonna just have to let that be what it is. All right, but my total debt has gone down. You can see the balance here for this month compared to the prior months, and that is a difference of $1,019.61. Yay, you can see here. Sorry about that. Making sure that you can see. So now I have my debt trackers, and my debt trackers, this is kind of like why I started this channel. I was having such a hard time with, the things that I mentioned in my previous videos about the stealing, the retaliation, and the promotions. And so I wanted to see, okay, like I'm almost there. Let me see how far I've come. So this is my first time doing these debt trackers and seeing the progress, and I wanted to remind myself of the progress that I've made. So I started filming these older videos in end of July, and it was just because of what I went through. I didn't go through anything. That was the problem. I couldn't go through anything. I feel like, yeah, I just wanted to remind myself of where I've been, how far I've come, and track my journey. And then I figured I'd just go ahead and post it, because why not? So my starting total debt in September 2023 was $71,725.67. And now my debt is $38,620.39, which means I'm almost halfway. Each box is worth $718. So let's go ahead and divide that. And I can color in 46 boxes. So after blue is green. And let's see, 50, 49, 48, 47, 46. So I can color in 2 boxes. All right, if I miss my flight, I have things to do when I land, like immediately when I land. All right, then I have my credit cards here, where I have my hand conveniently placed. And you can see I started off my credit card debt with $30,000, $30,626.05 worth of debt in September 2023. As of this month, I have $20,783.50 worth of debt, and each box is worth $307. So if I were to divide that, that means I can color in 32 boxes. So let's see, I have 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32. Wow, I can still color in a box, and it just barely is 32.0. What's after green? Orange. I can hear the train. All right, and then my last tracker, this tracks my loans, tracks the progress that I've made since paying off, all my loans of September 2023, when I started off with $41,099.62 worth of loans, and now I have only $17,836.82 worth of loans. Each box is worth $411. So that means I can color in 56 boxes. Let's see, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, and 56. All right, and if I had no technical issues and I didn't have to film anything, this will be my first video that is in the correct month, filmed and uploaded in the correct month. So that's my breakdown of my $38,620 worth of debt. Thank you for following along. If you stayed to the end of the video, I'd love to have you join this journey with me. So hit subscribe, click the like, and leave a comment down below if you would like. My next video will be out tomorrow. So if you have any advice for me, please leave it down below, as I would greatly appreciate it. But other than that, thank you, and until then, thanks for watching, and see you next video. Bye-bye.